Mansfield Christian tries to increase their winning streak to 4 straight tonight when the Smoking Hot Flames host the Scots of Highland in search of the team's 3rd taste of victory during the 2021 season. It's Monday night boys high school soccer, streaming live and free right in the palm of your hand via Facebook and YouTube, broadcasting to your smartphone, tablet, PC, or TV. And it's coming your way. Next.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker-Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Highland invades Comstock Field tonight, hunting for their third win of the season against a Flames team victorious in each of their last three contests. Good evening, folks, and welcome to Mansfield Christian. I'm Brian Skronsky, joined tonight by former Flames coach Jesse Ryder. And we've got a Flames team, Jesse, playing with some confidence right now. They just scored wins over Willard, St. Peter's, and Galleon. So good chance to build on that here tonight against a young Highland team coming on the road into their place.
Yeah, these two teams don't have a lot of history together. First time playing, I think, in quite a while, if at all, actually. So it'll be interesting to kind of look through the evening and see how teams kind of feel each other out. A little bit different kind of momentums for each team, as you talked about. Mansfield Christian 3 in a row, and playing some decent soccer right now. And Highland yet to get a win on the season. They're young. They've played some tough teams, but they're going to kind of have some of those learning curves throughout the night, I think.
Yeah, the Scots haven't had a ton of success when they've gone on the road so far this year, but they've at least played some solid teams, so they know what high-level, high-intensity soccer looks like, Jesse, and they should at least be prepared for what Mansfield Christian has to throw at them here tonight.
Yeah, they're obviously a young team, and sometimes when you have a young program, you get to learn through wins, and sometimes you learn through losses. And for Highland so far, they've been learning a lot of valuable lessons through losses, and certainly you want to continue to improve and kind of build upon that. You'd love to try and get some goals and wins in the process, but sometimes you just have to take those lumps until you kind of get to your year.
All right, we'll now pause for a quick prayer and then the playing of our national anthem. So with that, we are just about set for action here at Comstock Field. Mansfield Christian hosting Highland tonight. And one thing that's really cool that's going on here is that I see a lot of the younger athletes coming up through the systems and the ranks here at Mansfield Christian out on the field, representing the red with their the veteran players at the high school level. So a great treat for the young kids to come out here and get a taste of the varsity experience.
Absolutely. Coach Armstrong does a great job of just inviting the youth program and be involved in the youth program so that everybody's excited for this moment. So when you're young, you're in 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, you know what this is going to be like when you can't wait for this moment to be out here with the high school and your teammates here. You know, a Coach Armstrong team, they're going to work hard. Even if he's with you for a week, those players are going to work hard and they're going to give everything they have out here on the field tonight. A couple of fun storylines tonight. You know, for Mansfield Christian, Weston Neal will be making his varsity debut tonight. He's been hurt so far throughout the summer and the start of the season. He'll be actually starting tonight. A freshman that's coming in for Mansfield Christian will be a nice player, nice addition for them. So I know they're excited about that. In other words, Cale Overroad, is actually a transfer from Highland. So kind of a fun storyline here for Mansfield Christian tonight. So matching up against some of his former teammates will be kind of a fun environment and get to battle against guys he used to practice with. So kind of a couple fun storylines tonight, and the teams that don't see a lot of each other. Some interesting things can happen on the pitch tonight.
Always fun when you get one of those transfer kids going against their old team. There's a little bit extra incentive, Jesse. You can push it to about 105 percentage points when you're out there. Let's go ahead and let's check out the starting lineups right now for the Highland Fighting Scots, who are going to be led by, well, I'm told the nickname is the English Muffin Brothers. How about Dylan Thomas and then his kid brother Cody? Dylan, the top goal scorer on the team by a long shot. He's got 6. Baby Bro's got a couple of goals, and outside of that, offense has been challenging for the Highland Scott team, according to their head coach, who, man, what a character he was, Jesse. One of my favorite conversations I've had in a long time. I didn't say much during the 10 minutes we were together. I just listened, I observed, and I liked what he had to say.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. I didn't catch much after you said after the English Muffin Brothers. I still can't get over that. I don't think I've ever heard that in a real conversation before, so this is exciting. I might have to use that in my own world. I don't know. That might make its way out there.
Yeah, he said he's got his nicknames all lined up for just about everybody on the team. All right, let's meet the starters now for Mansfield Christian. And no fun nicknames really to throw out, Jesse, but I'm sure you're familiar with a lot of these kids. Who should we keep an eye on tonight?
Here's the interesting stat for Mansfield Christian. You see the first name, Davis Wyszynski. He's the leading scorer for the year, but actually plays outside back for the Mansfield Christian Flames. So very interesting. You don't see a lot of outside backs leading the team in goals, but the way he does it, he takes the free kicks. He's very consistent. He knows where to put the ball, and he's capitalized on quite a few opportunities over those. So interesting that you have an outside back as your leading scorer, but for Mansfield Christian, their goals they don't score a lot. They don't have one of those just big goal scorers where they're just going to come out and score a ton of goals. They're just going to battle you. They're going to battle you, and eventually wear you down and just score some goals just by knocking the ball in the back of the net from close range, and maybe off a corner kick and set pieces. They're very dangerous. They're just kind of scoring a variety of ways. So it's a fun team to watch. They're just going to be gritty. They're going to be physical. They're going to win a lot of balls. It'll just be, can they keep possession and develop some good attacking opportunities?
All right, let's go ahead and check out the video down on the field of the starters being announced. And really, we need to get a video camera up here. My guy, John Mark Young, is giving it everything that he has right now. He is red in the face, Jesse. He is going all out for these introductions. So I hope these kids appreciate the love and the passion that my boy Jay Missy's putting in over here.
He is going to town on it. Does such a good job. He does so many different things for youth sports here for Mansfield Christian. So we're excited. You can see him up there on the screen having a good time. Just the hype man, the announcer, does a little bit of everything.
And one of our favorite sponsors, a sponsor for tonight, will be Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers. John Mark, of course, is one of those employees that works over there along with Stephen Armstrong. So a little double trouble here tonight. Good combo.
There's the transfer from Highland right there, number 17. He's a good player as well. I've got a chance to train a couple times with this Mansfield Christian team. I got a text or call from Coach Armstrong. Hey, we need some guys to come out and play. And I live for those moments at this point. My playing opportunities are limited, so I've got a chance to see them a couple times. They've got some talented players and trying to figure out just life together. And kind of the pros and cons and all the good and the bad that come along with each of the players. So.
Sorry, Jesse, I only heard about half of what you just said there. John Mark was so intense and so into his job that he totally captivated me in my attention. I could not look away. Best introduction that I've seen at a soccer match, period. I've been to state championship games. I ain't never seen nothing this good.
Absolutely. I'm sweating just watching that, man. Jeez. I'm going to need a break. I'm going to need to sub somebody in here. Catch my breath after that.
John Mark doesn't even need a break, though. Look at him. He's ready for action. Let's go ahead and check out the keys to the game, Jesse, that I cooked up. And you tell me, how smart I sound, or maybe on the other half of that. So this is what I'm trying to say here. If you're Highland, you're coming on the road, man. Mansfield Christian been playing good. Avoid an early run. Don't get down like 2 goals early in the first couple of minutes. Try to stick around for as long as you can. And for Mansfield Christian, just keep playing with that same confidence. You've been winning. It feels nice. But avoid the costly turnovers if you can. Don't let kids get breakaways, because that's when you really get in trouble, when your goalkeeper is one-on-one with an offensive player. Just do your best not to let that happen.
Tell you what, man. Point number 3 can be on every game you ever do a broadcast.
Amen.
It can avoid costly turnovers is the key to soccer. That's what I'm preaching to my teams all the time. Is that we want the ball. If we have the ball, good things can develop. Scoring opportunities can develop. If we lose the ball, it puts us in sometimes difficult situations. And that's going to be true tonight as well, especially when you got a young team like Highland.
Sure.
If you have a bad turnover, you may not have the great positioning behind the ball to kind of recover after that turnover. So turnovers are going to be very costly. So it'll be, can you keep possession of the ball? And then if you do make a turnover, can you recover without giving away a goal-scoring opportunity?
We are all set for action here, and there's just going to be one official to start this game. We've got another one on the way over right now, and just 13 referees in the entire Mansfield area is what we're limited to right now, Jesse. So there is a huge shortage of officiating professionals out there that we're in desperate need, because some of these guys, on a Saturday, I just talked to one, he was doing 4 matches in one day. That's too much.
Oh, yeah. No, it's statewide right now. That every area, Mansfield might be up there with the worst right now, but it is difficult to find officials. I know there are a lot of games getting canceled, getting moved to off nights, to later times, to do whatever they can to just get a little bit of a break to get another official over there. So really, it's a call for the area that we need more qualified officials, but also you got to take care of the ones we have. If you're a fan in the stands, maybe just compliment them every once in a while, tell them something nice instead of yelling at them. It's a difficult task.
So as we're now underway here, Mansfield Christian going to have a deep throw-in to kick off the match. It's going to be Luke Zerby chucking one into the box. Header there just a little bit wide from Neal. And it's going to go out of bounds. Corner kick, though, on the way for the Flames here in the opening minutes.
Yeah, too. Well, this is a difficult task as a one-man official to cover this much ground with the pace of these players that they have. I don't know how you even manage to try and do offsides. It just, you got to be watching the ball and what happens after the ball, then turn and look and see. Yeah, I think it's physically impossible to call offsides. But we'll see how he does tonight. We certainly appreciate him being here. Good ball in, good ball towards a goal, just wide.
So a nice start here for Mansfield Christian, at least getting on the attack. See the high aerial display, getting some headers going towards the net, and just keeping the momentum rolling from the last few games that we just talked about, where the Flames are 3-0.
And McFadden does a good job to make not only contact with the ball, but certainly put it towards the goal and even down. Those are the things you're looking for when a ball off the corner kick is, can you make contact, can you put it towards the goal, and even just bring it down a little bit. He did all 3 of those just a little bit wide. Both teams struggling to keep possession here a little bit. A couple early throw-ins and balls just kind of played out of bounds. We'll see if Mansfield Christian kind of just settle the ball and find some goals just by keeping possession in the run of play. McFadden's got it. He's going to get the ball in the box. Plays it just a little bit heavy, and it's... Oh, I think that's out of bounds. Yeah, that's one of those one-man official crews. That might be in, yeah. I think the coaches just kind of say either you got to call your own stuff or you just keep playing until you hear the whistle. It was definitely out, definitely close, but he kind of just watched it, and then the referee was able to make the right call.
Yeah, I think Everode kind of did self-evaluate and was just like, I guess that's out. I'll make the call myself, even though it's tough. But, yeah, I went over the end line, he said.
Highland's already given, I think, their 5th or 6th throw in here in the attacking area.
Still keeping the clean slate here in the early going.
There's a big throw, but he wasn't paying attention. Makes a late break to the goal. Mansfield Christian's able to recover a little bit and get a chance to go forward.
Off the cross, it's ricocheted out of bounds off a Highland player, and this is going to be the 2nd corner kick already in the first 2.5 minutes.
And Mansfield Christian did well the first time to get a good contact on the ball with McFadden. See what they develop here. That is going to be Wyszynski taking the corner kick.
So here is the Flames leading scorer, looking to set up a teammate here. Back post, just a bit too tall as it soared over everybody. But the Flames sticking with it. They still got numbers up and trying to stay on the attack.
Just another corner kick for Mansfield Christian. This is one of those games you do want to score early. The longer you kind of let Highland be in the game, the more competitive they're going to be, and I think they have a chance to win the game. So I think when there is a bit of a skill discrepancy, the importance of scoring early to kind of set the tone is key. So Mansfield Christian with a couple early opportunities, but you got to capitalize. You got to be able to put the ball in the net soon, just to kind of take the wind out of Highland's sails a little bit.
Here's the sophomore again. Davis drives it in low this time. Looked like a miss hit. Keeper had trouble with it at first, but then Adi Karya able to dive on it.
It's a good punt out there by Adi, but controlled by Mansfield Christian, who's able to kind of get the ball right back in the attack. It's going to be offsides, but it's going to be out of bounds. Another throw in for Highland. See number 12, Weston Neal, making his debut tonight. Already got a couple touches on the ball. Won a corner kick for Mansfield Christian.
Young player, too, just a freshman, as mentioned, coming off of an injury and getting his first taste of the varsity experience.
There's a lot of freshmen and sophomores out here for Mansfield Christian, and I know Highland plays quite a few as well. They've got a couple freshmen that trained over the summer or over the winter with some of our crew. He's going to be offsides, but it's just going to be impossible for the referee to call some of this stuff. So things that may look obvious on the camera, from his angle and from where he's watching the ball, it's just going to be difficult to call. So you might see a couple misplays or miscalls that normally are called that he's just going to have to kind of work with.
Yeah, Everett Martin certainly looked like he was a step or two off there, but as you mentioned, the referee's doing a lot of running out there. He doesn't exactly have the angle that we do from the top. So opportunities for both teams to try to capitalize that in the early going until that second referee, until we get an AR out here. Perhaps become part of the strategy.
That is a dangerous ball back there. Caught the keeper by surprise. He played it off his line a little bit and in the air. It's difficult for the keeper to handle. It's going to be a Highland corner.
Good chance for the Scots here, too, to get some offensive players forward. Haven't been in the attacking thirds yet.
It's a good ball in. See, they would make contact on their side.
Still up for grabs. Flames not able to fully clear.
See Zerby there up in the attack. Martin's going to be offsides again. Let's see if the keeper's going to come away with it. Zerby, who's normally one of their center backs, is definitely playing a little higher tonight. I don't know if that's part of a strategy for this game alone or if that's something they're working on. He's a solid center back player, but definitely brings a lot of different abilities. He's got a long throw, good free kick, can do a lot of things with the ball, so we'll see how many touches he can get going forward. It's going to be a Highland free kick about 25 yards away. This is the kind of stuff you don't like to see for Coach Armstrong. You gave up a corner kick off a misplayed ball, kind of a bad foul here in the box. You're allowing Highland to kind of get some shots they don't necessarily deserve. That's a good ball in, good save by the keeper.
Yeah, it really was. Played down into the near side corner. Well struck, but an even better play by the keep. So Highland with the best look so far that we've had. Shot on frame, their first of the night.
It's going to bring that call back for a foul. The referee does a good job there. It was definitely a foul initially, and he let him play on and then brings it back after there's no advantage for Highland. So another Highland free kick about 25 yards away on the side of the field. First one is dangerous. Second one's a good ball in again. The keeper reads it right, though.
Yeah, the goalie all over that one. And then a nice punt.
Absolutely. Caught Zerby in stride. Just couldn't quite bring it to his feet. Highland comes away with it. Just kind of kicks it long, and not a lot of possession by either team. It just kind of knocking it back and forth. Mansfield Christian with a little more speed, it looks to go forward.
So the throw in down to the corner from Neal, who gets knocked down to the ground. He draws a whistle. First foul of the night. That's going to go against the Scots.
Here we see the leading goal scorer coming over to take the free kick. Now it's kind of a tough angle here unless he's going to approach with his left foot. But either way, it's going to be a good chance to put the ball in the box in a dangerous area. Looks like he is going to play on his right foot here. Let's see what kind of ball he can play in.
Wyszynski strikes.
Athletic attempt there from Zerbe. Got his foot up there, kind of went for it. Didn't make any contact with the ball, though. A little late on his break. Sometimes when you go for those athletic attempts, you got to think about it first, and you find yourself reacting a little bit late than you normally would have. But good ball in, good attempt there for Mansfield Christian, but no goal to show of it. Highland keeper has done a nice job so far of just making sure that everything just stays in front of him, playing aggressive off his line, trying not to give any breakaways away.
And Adi with a high spiraling punt there, one out of the air by the Flames.
He has called on offsides there. Yeah, Everett Martin, probably the past 4 or 5 possessions, he started offsides and kind of worked back, and the referees caught him that time.
And there is the AR for the match who has just arrived.
Quick discussion about who's going to go where. One of the Mansfield Christian coaching staff is also a referee, so it's kind of that you took one away from the already small pool of people to begin with. So.
And for Highland, just one coach on the staff. He said that's all he needed, just himself.
Okay.
I apologize. I didn't catch his name, but man, what a conversation that was.
Oh, the free kick hits the referee right in the back.
So what's that mean? They do it over?
He's actually going to give him where it hit him at. It's supposed to be if it changes possession, it becomes a free kick. So this is going to be a drop ball for Highland, and we're playing again. Highland plays it right to Mansfield Christian.
And that obviously big-time offsides, but AR still getting suited up over on the side.
I think he literally had his shirt over his head trying to get dressed there and missed the offsides call. But, hey, he's here and he's almost ready, so we'll figure it out in a second.
See if the Flames can capitalize. They've at least been able to flip the field, get into the offensive attack. And they're drawing a foul, so they're going to have a set piece coming up here, Jesse, from pretty close. Yeah,
Davis Wyszynski's going to be on the ball again. And this time I assume he's going to get on his right foot. My guess he's going to put something close to the near post here. Let's see if Everett Martin maybe can crash in and get a deflection towards the goal. A little bit of chaos there. It's hard to the near post.
Ooh.
Covered nicely by Adi. He's done a nice job so far in the box for Highland.
Yeah, Karya so far having the biggest impact of the match. Doing his thing in between the pipes as we're 10 minutes in, and Mansfield Christian already with 4 shots.
Mansfield Christian is kind of looking for that long, quick counter there. You see Zerbe's just kind of battling for the ball. Referee is in the right position. Now that we have 2 men, he gets to the right position. He sees Everett Martin just a little offsides there. The idea was right. Execution just a little off.
So second offsides penalty here in the last couple of minutes against the Flames. Couldn't capitalize on a couple of gifts earlier in the match where they played it deep, and gentleman was not called offsides despite being a step or 2 off.
Yeah, you think that Luke Zerbe's going to have a little bit of the speed and physical ability over the Highland defenders right now, so I think they're looking for that long ball, see if he can just maybe track it down and then just tap it off to Everett there, and that looked to have been the execution. He was just a little offsides.
Off the throw-in, it was loose in the middle of the field. No Highland players were able to get to it. And now the Flames again, offsides for the 3rd time in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, that one's a little closer. Everett delayed his run, but didn't quite delay it enough. And just a little late on the delivery there. I think for Mansfield Christian, they got to check back to the ball first. Highland's playing this high line. And so once you check back, then that through ball is going to be on, and they'll be able to score all the goals they want. But so far, they're just going forward the whole time and getting offsides quite a bit.
Nice ball into the corner. Caleb Hunter looking for a cross, and he deflects it off of a Mansfield Christian player. Second corner on the way here for the Scots.
This is the kind of plays that allows a team like Highland to stay in this game. Their free kicks and their corner kicks have not been bad. They've had a couple decent attempts out of this, and that's another good ball in. Handled nicely by the keeper there, but you got to stop giving away corners and free kicks if you're Mansfield Christian and just kind of keep the ball through the run of play and think about how you want to defend and deflect the ball out and not give away those plays.
Another nice punt there by Adi. And this time, Flames are on sides. Weston Neal with an opportunity. He's going to rip one. Adi with a diving save, still up for grabs and deflected out of there. So Adi Karya, check this out on the JNF Construction replay. 1-on-1. And he's going to win the battle. Dives and making the stop. And then the second effort deflected Off of the right outside backer. Good stuff right there for the Scots.
That's a good run in by Weston Neal again here. You'd like to see him go to the goal in that last breakaway. He kind of just stayed wide of the goal and allowed Adi to sit in. Well, it's defended nicely by Highland, though.
Yeah, the pressure coming just right at the last second, Jesse.
The second effort there to kind of just get back in front and not give away an easy shot on the goal. You see Weston Neal, that's two times in the row. He's in the 6 with the ball at his feet. Not coming away with a goal yet. Good build-up, though, good opportunity. But you want those goals when you're getting that close.
3 shots on frame so far for Mansfield Christian in their 6 attempts. In the back line, at least, is some veterans out here for Highland, including number 19 here, Colin Bowman, the senior. So they at least do have quite a few varsity minutes and some experience playing defense for them.
And some of these first couple of games, they gain a lot of experience defensively, too. They'd had some tough opponents who were kind of early on in the season, couple lopsided losses for Highland, but we talked about when you have younger teams and a kind of a younger program, you're going to have those moments. You'd love to learn and win, but sometimes you're just not able to do so. And I think for Highland, they're learning and losing at the same time, but you'd like to turn that around. That's a good throw in there. Again, Mansfield Christian near goals, but no goals yet. They're getting the ball in the box, getting near the keeper, near a goal, but nothing to show for it yet. McFadden brings the ball down nicely. Let's see if we can find that gap. He does. But Adi's out there again. He comes off his line quite clean. And for a team that doesn't have a lot of successes yet, he's done a nice job of reading the game and keeping the ball in front of him.
Just one more look at Adi coming out from the line. He's making the save. Being a big difference maker so far in this game for Highland.
Absolutely. Just his ability to come forward and kind of create difficult or more difficult shots for Mansfield Christian has been the difference maker so far.
It's going to roll out. Throw in coming up for the Scots, and a substitution on the way in for Highland. I believe this is first sub of the match for either side.
I believe so. Yeah, I don't recall anything else. We're about 15 minutes in. And
so off the throw, good pressure from Mansfield Christian. And playing a lot of the balls, at least into the box, and allowing for some players to try to run up after it, Jesse, and create some chaos. And so far they have been able to. Adi's just been able to keep a clean sheet up to this point.
Yeah, so what you got to recognize here, with as aggressive as this keeper is you can't play directly into the box. He's done well to come off his line and kind of capture everything in front of him. You got to play there just at the top of the box or even just into the corner and really make him, is he going to go all the way out there to kind of get that ball? It's going to be another offsides, I think, again. Yeah, referee was right in line there. He saw it. Another offsides for Mansfield Christian. Highland does play kind of a high line. It's called Mansfield Christian probably 4 or 5 times. That's been called. A couple more before that. That was not with just the one-man officiating crew. I think right now they just want to go forward. If they just come back to the ball a little bit, just delay that run, they're going to find all the space they want. I think I see a third official walking down now. Went from 1 to 3. He's just on the sideline right in front of Mansfield Christian there. Maybe just came out of the woods. I'm not sure.
You're right. Just straight out of the forest, Jesse. They're starting to grow them out here. What are we talking about that we have a drought? Officials everywhere.
Looks like that is official Chauncey Bragg coming out of there. So I'm not sure who the third. I see 2 listed on the game sheet. I'm not sure who the other guy is, but hey, at this point we'll take all the officials we can get.
Man, just a laser beam for a throw-in Zerby has. It's got about the best toss that I've seen so far this season.
Yeah, and really what it is, see a lot of guys have the distance that he does, but his is, you're right, it's just straight in, so you got to react a little quicker than you would for normal throws. But there it is. I mean, it's straight into the spot there. It's not floating and allowing a defender's time to adjust. It also doesn't allow your offense time to adjust, so you got to kind of anticipate. And so far, Mansfield Christian not able to capitalize on long throws and free kicks yet, but they're going to get another corner kick opportunity, which is going to bring up Davis Wyszynski. He's played a couple dangerous balls into the box, but still no goals to show for it about 17 minutes in.
Yeah, still 0-0 here, nearing the midway point here of this opening half. Wyszynski does have 1 assist so far in the season, looking for number 2 here. As that one just blasted over the top by Braden Luce.
That's a ball you love to hit, but it's so difficult to bring that down when you're swinging up at it like that, so you really got to come through sideways, and when it's bouncing towards you right in front of the goal, it's a dream scenario, but it's so difficult. Now we're going to get the referees adjusted. Now we got linesmen. Look out. We're ready to play now.
Just needed 18 minutes to settle into the game, and no score yet, Jesse, so, you know, no harm.
There's lights here. This game could have started at 7:30. Would have been fine.
Highland has rarely possessed on Mansfield Christian's side of the turf so far here in this first half. Flames doing a good job of at least keeping it in the attacking third and putting some pressure on the back defensive line of the Scots.
That's a good ball, and I think he is going to be on sides here, but again, Adi is off his line, playing high enough to come collect anything that gets into the box so far. It's going to require Mansfield Christian to not be so direct where they're just going down the middle, but if they can find that wide, they're going to find there's lots of space there. There's already two strikers. They're going to be on sides. That's a good hustle by Everett Martin. Again, Adi comes way off his line, plays it with his feet. That's a great play.
Yeah, if he didn't come all the way out beyond the 18 outside of his painted box area, probably going to have two on 0 right there.
That's offside. See if the referee acknowledges. There it is. Oh, I don't know if Mansfield Christian's kind of struggled with this high line for Highland. They want to go forward so quickly, and Highland is not interested in getting back. They're just going to play high and rely on Adi to be as aggressive as he can and just kind of delay Mansfield Christian's attack.
So far, it is working. 5 offsides penalties against Mansfield Christian as Chafee, the senior, trying to connect with some feed here for the Scots, and they do have possession. See how long they can hold on to it.
I tell you, that offsides trap is great until it's not, until you get beat on it. Then all your defenders out of position. There's no support or recovery. So if you can play a whole game keeping Mansfield Christian offsides, that's pretty remarkable, but I don't know that they're going to be able to do that. We'll have to kind of obviously watch and see. And once Mansfield Christian finds that gap a little bit quicker, they're going to find all the space they want to get in there. But their forwards are just trying to get forward so quickly. It's getting in that offsides position.
Off the throw-in, first couple of touches by the Scots. But they give it away off the turnover, and here's a great ball, but just about a foot offsides that time. And you see a little bit of frustration there on Alex Mayer's face. He thought that he timed it.
Yeah, he was closer, but he's going forward before that ball is played. He's just going to have to learn to wait, let the ball played, and then get into that space. He's going to win that foot race. It's just going to be patience from the young striker. That looks like Everett Martin, I think it was.
Yeah, you're right.
I think just a little bit of patience, and you're going to allow yourself a good goal-scoring opportunity. He's got the propensity to go forward so fast and probably not used to a lot of these high lines that he's seeing right now. Just be patient, let them play the ball, and then once he plays, he'll have all that space to run into.
Ball juggled up. And now a great setup and a shot, but it is eaten up. Well played by Griffin Baker.
Highland with a good build up there, good attacking option, kind of moving the ball. You see the speed of Weston Neal. One touch in, he's getting into the box. Oh my goodness, Adi, what a play. Wow, he just sprinted off his line, just took it right off his foot. Big punt the other way. This keeper has done a phenomenal job so far.
He is as aggressive as I have seen this season.
I'm sure playing that high line, you kind of have to. Otherwise, you have this big gap in the middle. But so far, he has read every ball correctly, and positioning's been great. His execution's been great. Everett's able to win the ball back in the box there.
And Adi, a little bit out of position at first. Had it set up for the one-timer, a swing and a miss. Now they lay it back. Not sure what the thought was there. Maybe it was supposed to be a low line drive shot from McFadden.
Yeah, that's a little bit of the inexperience there from Mansfield Christian. You definitely have some athletes. You've got some guys who are skilled up there. It's just going to be, can you be composed in the box? So, you struggle to kind of get the ball in that area. Once you get in, though, can you just kind of pick your head up and it's going to be one-on-one. You're going to find the space and the gaps. It's just can you be disciplined enough, pull the ball back, and keep that ball moving.
A great throw-in from Zerby.
Yeah, right at the feet of Everroad, but takes his...
So the whistle here against Mansfield Christian. Their third foul. He's going to set up a free kick for the Scots right about at midfield.
Highland, not a lot of numbers forward there. You see surrounded by 5 or 6 Mansfield Christian players who win the ball and can't quite clear it yet. It allows Highland to keep possession in the area. See what the referee decides here. It is going to be a Highland throw. Big touch off of McFadden there.
So throw in by Thomas, who been a little quiet so far. You know, the English Muffin brothers have not done as much as we were expecting, Jesse.
Every time you say it, I'm just surprised at what you're saying. But here we are. It's a legal throw for Highland. Mansfield Christian's going to gain every bit of it back just on the approach. And Everett Martin pressing, and he does win it back. Oh, referee. Oh, there's one referee signaled for Mansfield Christian free kick. The other said Highland. That's when you know the call probably shouldn't have been made. But hey, we're short on referees, so I think it's a great call. I think it's a great call, and we're all happy with it.
It's going to work. Real happy.
Oh, they play it right back into the Mansfield Christian attack. Zerby with a big touch, though.
Yeah, Martin almost took that clean. And now Adi just waiting for it on his backside.
Of course, he's right there at the high line, ready to pick the ball up every time.
Scott's going to win possession on the far wing, and they will. Caleb Hunter plays it into the box, but Baker gets a nice read on that one.
Big punt by Griffin Baker. It's going to be 2-on-1. Highland uses his back to flick the ball away. You don't see that a lot, but it does work out, and they come away with the ball somehow.
That one intended for nobody in particular. At least nobody made a run after it.
I think that was intentional. It wasn't like he was surprised. I think he turned his back to hit it with his back. So many different things to do there, but he won it, kept it, and put the team in the attack with the good old-fashioned back touch. It's a good ball in by Highland. A little bit of pressure there. And so Christian just struggling to kind of get it into that next third without the long ball. But Zerby does, and now will he be on sides? The referee says yes, but kind of a missed touch. I thought he might have been a step off sides again.
And just smacked out a play there by Jack Chafee, the senior. Toss into the 18 is going to be headed out. The Flames sticking with it. Found a little bit of trouble playing the ball back here tonight.
Yeah, it's not been clean defensively. They've done well to keep the ball in front of them, but a couple bad fouls, a couple corner kicks they've given away, and just not able to kind of keep possession through it. There's a good ball by Everroad. And Weston's going to get in the box again. Let's see if they can finally come away with an opportunity here.
Off the deflection is going to be a deep throw-in on the way.
You can see Zerby's trotting over. This is definitely going to be a throw-in for Zerby. He's got that line drive. This is a great position for his type of throw. If Mansfield Christian get the first touch and then kind of towards the goal or towards the back post, should present itself to be a good opportunity. But they've not made contact first every throw-in that he's had so far.
Making a deep run. Can't even see him in our pictured frame there. And now here he comes. Zerby with the toss.
Adi does well. Just get a deflection out of that area.
They had Kel Everode shielding him, kind of boxing him out, if you will, like a basketball play.
And so Christian in the attacking area again. Could be another long throw-in.
Looked like Wushiski wanted to load up the flamethrower for a big shot there, but just got it poked away last minute.
A little bit of confusion there. I think Zerby is coming over for the long throw, and so Christian wanted to play quick, and so no one was kind of ready for anything. I think both options are okay. You just got to communicate which one you wanted. Lended itself to be out of position a little bit.
A lot of contact. Whistle's going to go against Highland. Their third foul here in the opening half.
We've seen Wyszynski put a couple good balls in from this area. This is kind of the area he's just got to... He's able to drop it in the right area for Mansfield Christian to make contact on. But so far, Adi has been up to the task of keeping the ball in front of him. Good ball in. Adi's there.
It's about the 11th time tonight that Adi has handled the ball. It's been a very, very busy keeper.
That through ball just missed. Mansfield Christian did well to deflect that away. That was on target, in line to put him in, facing the goal there. Highland looking to keep a little bit of possession, but nothing yet. Malin does well to keep that ball in front of him and keeps it in. It's going to be a Highland free kick. He's going to bring it back. There was a little contact. They let him play. What's interesting, that Highland came away with the ball and had it, and then he brought it back. But it's going to be a Highland free kick. They've put a couple of good balls in from around this area here, so you got to be careful. You can't keep giving away fouls and free kicks to these guys. That's kind of a rougher free kick there. Mansfield Christian does well to get the first touch, but still not clearing it effectively.
Well, Highland's got everybody up right now playing offense.
Yeah, Everett's trying to watch
the deepest man.
Yeah.
Deflected out, so goal kick is coming up here for the Flames.
Defensively, Mansfield Christian has struggled to kind of get the ball connected out of their area into the attacking area. Just whether it's a little delayed touch or just not playing with their heads up. There's a lot of deflections, a lot of turnovers from the defensive third. I'm sure Coach Armstrong will have to talk at halftime and clean up some of that. There's that high line from Highland right at midfield. Mansfield Christian's got 4 guys just waiting to be played in. This is one of those games, sometimes as a coach, you can't wait for halftime because there's so many just things you want to go over. There's a big touch by Zerbi. It's going to go right to Adi's feet. Oh, Adi mishandled that just a little bit, but got it before Zerbi could get there. There's just some simple things for Mansfield Christian I'm sure Coach Armstrong will talk about that will really kind of change the way the game can flow in the second half.
Flames turn it over again here, so the Scots doing a better job of possessing over the last several minutes.
Just a big ball in there, just a little bit of kickball, but knocking around a little bit.
That was Malin Fickner. Twice in a row, the freshman just smacked it.
There's another big ball in. It's going to be tough to handle for Baker. Good pressure by Highland. Highland is content to just kind of put the ball in the box from wherever they are. Never really going to touch it out of bounds. Kind of poor positioning with his body there, and facing the sideline, and undoubtedly goes out on the sideline. A little bit of momentum for Highland here. After Mansfield Christian spent about the first 20 minutes or so kind of in the attack with a bunch of near goals opportunities, Highland's just kind of lingering around, getting a couple balls in the box. It's going to be a 2-on-1 for Mansfield Christian. They're going to be on sides this time. Let's see if we can find him. Does well to hold up, at least keep possession of the ball, allow them to kind of regroup. Nothing really open, though.
That's a good-looking ball. Adi coming out, doing his thing.
It's a great save. Took it right off his foot there. Great read of the game. Great just athletic save there. Really impressed with this keeper from Highland.
6th save here in the opening half.
Highland's just doing everything they can to just keep the ball in front of him. Here's that last look at that free kick. Adi off his line. He's big. He's down. That's a great attempt as a keeper there. You're really impressive save.
Carria keeping the clean sheet despite being tested multiple times so far here in this opening half. And this is a Mansfield Christian team with a lot of confidence. And, oh, wow. Somehow, some way, keeping it out that time. That was impressive.
That's a long throw, deflected off the post, and just kind of, you can see it on the replay. Big, that's a great throw in. McFadden does well to create some chaos there. And then right at Adi again, right place, right time. This guy's doing it all as a keeper.
Christian Mallory put it in a pretty good spot, did the freshman, but Adi just on another level right now.
Gonna be a Mansfield Christian free kick here.
4th foul against the Scots here in this opening half. That one against Mason Keller. So 8 minutes before half, and at halftime, members of the Flames Academy here at Mansfield Christian are going to be honored out on the field. So we'll try to bring you guys that action and let you see some of the little guys, the future of Mansfield Christian soccer, on display here tonight.
always an exciting thing to kind of get to watch, and you get to see the excitement of just being on a field this big is sometimes overwhelming for some of the academy players. Just they're so excited to be out there. There's a good ball in. Let's see if he can play a good cross in. He does. Everett Martin takes some contact, but it's going to be a goal kick. It's a great ball in there. It's one of those that's a tough touch for Everett Martin.
It is.
If he leaves it, it's a better opportunity, but the composure to leave a ball roll in the box like that is difficult. But I think it was the better angle and the better opportunity. Oh, not a great ball out by Highland. Not a great touch either. It's Everroad getting forward a little bit.
Gets pressure down in the corner. And that one ricocheted back and forth between the two players multiple times. Stayed in somehow.
I know. I had looked away. I thought it was going out of bounds. I was getting ready to order my food.
That was the epitome of human pinball. Clink, 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 clink. Lots of bonus points right there. Now Everroad sends it into the box. Got a man trucking in there, but Adi coming off that back line as we've seen all night tonight. Able to make the play. Looks like he's a little bit shaken up.
Yeah, I think Everett Martin kind of rolled on top of him. It does well again. Great read, great jump on the ball. And Martin, I don't think intentional, but just kind of fell onto him and then fell over him. You can see here, it's a good ball in by Everett, not to play it too high. So he might have taken the left cheek to the left cheek, if you know what I mean there. That's
sure.
A bit of a tough contact. About 35 minutes in, still 0-0. Mansfield Christian with a myriad of opportunities, but no goals to show for it yet.
Yeah, coming off of matches where they scored a couple of times and a 2-1 win against Galleon, 2-0 the result against St. Peter's, and took care of Willard at home 3-1. So those are their last three results. The only common opponent these two teams faced was Mount Vernon, who's a pretty darn solid team this year.
Yeah.
Both of them got whooped pretty good.
Yeah. Mount Vernon, I think, has like 12 or 13 seniors this year. You know, they go through spurts where all of a sudden they just have a ton of players who can play, and they're really good, and then they'll kind of rebuild, and you'll see them again in a couple years in that same boat.
What's exciting for both of these programs out here is there's a ton of freshmen getting some action, sophomores as well. The future looks like it's going to be very fruitful for each of these clubs, assuming that these kids stick with it and they just keep building the programs.
Bit of a misplayed ball in the back, well, twice there by Mansfield Christian. Highland still just kind of bouncing around with it.
Scots have not really set up too many quality looks for themselves here tonight. It's mostly been off of set pieces from Mansfield Christian foul, so we haven't seen some nice connecting passes on too many occasions, maybe once or twice that they set themselves up for a clean look.
Yeah, Highland's strategy I think is definitely to get the ball in the box from kind of wherever they are. Their execution with that hasn't been great. They've got a couple long throws as well. Right over the head there, facing the goal. Oh, I'm a little surprised he pulled that back. I thought for sure he's going to shoot it, but plays a good ball in, allows Highland to stay in the attack.
There's Jacob Davis. Like to take the big shot, or Mason Keller rather.
Subbing for the play. Number 9, Anthony Smith. And number 4, Connor Rose.
Now deep in Flame territory, headed out of there by Mansfield Christian.
Highland's got a couple of freshmen in the game right now as well. I think that 3 or 4 of them playing, so it's always good when you can have freshmen getting some meaningful varsity minutes, and a 0-0 game right now to get in and compete. And let's see if the referee keeps him on. Oh, Adi's way off his line, handles it great again.
We're talking 10 yards outside of the 18. The goalkeeper coming over to make the play, and he's needed to on quite a few occasions tonight. Nice cross backside, and that one's lifted just a bit tall there on the shot by Zerby.
That's a great ball in by Everett Martin. It's away from the keeper. You know, you've got to play it away from Adi. He's done well to break on everything. Good quick throw there by Mansfield Christian. Caught the Highland defenders a little by surprise. Everett Martin, just a hard ball across. Good look. Zerby just kind of mishits it just a little bit. That's one he's going to want back, I'm sure.
Tough to keep those down, but if you can, typically will be fruitful.
Referee has signaled for a Highland throw, and Mansfield Christian thought they had it.
So the Scots are going to have 2.5 minutes here off the throw-in.
I think if you're Highland, you're certainly pleased with the half so far.
Oh, one-timer. Just not a ton of pace behind that one, and slightly off target off the shot from Zane Sheets.
Yeah, it's a good build-up. He's unmarked in the middle, and maybe time to take a touch and go forward even. But Mansfield Christian has kind of been, when they have the ball and they make good decisions, good things happen. And when they've had the ball and made bad decisions, some bad things have happened. Kind of self-explanatory, but certainly some things you'd like to clean up. And plays like that where they're just not clearing the ball effectively, letting Highland kind of linger around. Zane, we've seen, has got a long throw. He's not quite a line drive as Zerby, but certainly he's got the distance. He puts it in the box in a good spot, but Highland's not able to connect.
Scott staying after it. Left-footed shot deflected, but into the hands of the keeper, Baker. Final 80 seconds here of the opening half. Any type of goal-scoring opportunity, of course, can certainly ignite you. Goals in the final minutes just seem to carry a little bit more weight.
There's a good cut by Highland, good ball in. See if he can get, no, it's going to be defended well by McFadden. It's going to counter the other way.
Good ball played into space, but Ahadi just waiting for it out there.
Yeah, certainly organized defensively. They play high with the expectation their keeper's going to come out and get everything behind them.
And so far?
So far, yes, absolutely.
Really surprised to see Highland coming into this match. They're giving up about 7 goals per contest. So from what we've seen from this keeper, it's hard to figure how that's possible.
Well, I think Mansfield Christian's going to figure it out in the second half. They're playing so direct and just waiting on the ball. You just got to move the defenders just with you a little bit, and you're going to find more space. And you just got to play the right type of ball into that space, and that will allow you. Ooh, a little bit of some physical play there. Referee's looking right out and sees nothing. Highland definitely wanted a foul there, but I think just physical contact.
And that is going to take us to the end of the opening half. It is 0-0 here at Comstock Stadium. No score so far. We'll step aside for a quick commercial break. We'll come back and have some halftime stats for you. And then also the little guy is going to be out here from Flames Academy. So you can catch them on the way after this.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to this song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker-Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Ladies and gentlemen, your U8 girls. The U8 boys, coached by Brian Stoll
and Sam Bogle. Players, Samuel Stoll, Joshua Vogel,
Magnus, Sadaya, Nathan Davis, Isaac Davis, Riker Bears, Kaya Bears. Ladies and gentlemen, your 8 boys. The U10 girls, coached by Amanda Doyle and Mary Towers. Players, Layla Bowman, Jessica Hall, Lacey Chapman, Lily Toward, Eliana Doyle, Austin Doyle, Riley McCormick, Ashlyn Doyle, Sarah Maglet, and Vanessa Rhodes. Ladies and gentlemen, your U10 girls. The U10 girls, coached by Nick Leach and Nick Bowler. Madison Oliveri, Reagan Stoll, Zoe Combs, Brooke Switzentuber, Lena Fury, Isabella Heichel, Haley Bowler, Ella Williams, Lydia Leach, and Nevaeh Phillips. Ladies and gentlemen, your U10 girls. The U10 boys, coached by Carrie Slater and Alicia Oliveri. Players, Jace Oliveri, Jackson Running, Eli Lewis, Ryder Slater, Ryan Heichel, Liam Rowland, Silas Sturkin, Elijah Sheriff, David Cruz, and Xavier King. Ladies and gentlemen, your U10 boys. The U10 boys, coached by Brad Weaver and John Beasley. Players, Bennett Armstrong, Maxwell Rawls, Gabriel McFadden, Dominic Butts, Oliver Cruz, Sawyer Beasley, Malachi McFadden, David New, Gavin Weaver, and Christian Boer. Ladies and gentlemen, your U10 boys. The U12 girls, coached by Jim Rader, Brandon Beckler, and Megan Young. Players, Elena Armstrong, Amelia Eberts, Chloe Tucker, Harper Beckler, Joanna Rader, Leah Razappa, Sadie Carolyn Combs, Rylan Neal, Ava Baltzel, Brianna Kaufman, Isabella Young, Tenley Jacobs, Audrey Bowler, Victoria Zerby, Harper Beckler, Reese Beckler, Marlea Rader, Joanna Rader, Leah Razappa again, Elise Schwartzentruber, Rylan Neal, Ava Boltzwell again. It's the same team over and over. Jordan Beasley, Audrey Bowler, Lauren Tim, and Victoria Serber again. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why they do it. They must be really good. The U12 girls twice. The U10 boys, coached by Ryan Hugler and Adrian Finley. Michael Walsh, Maddox Beal, James Hope, Landon Tucker, Aiden Finley, Noah Stover, Anderson Hubler, Matthew Karashnik, Lucis Rogio, Adrian Delp, Nash Young, Travis Byram, Isaiah Williams, Henry Cruz. Ladies and gentlemen, your U12 boys. And now, the U12 boys, coached by Adam Irely, Shane Kinton, and Nathan Irely. Players, Carter Irely, Darius Debo, Jacob Middleton, Please Everson, Hayden Heston, Gavin Hawkins, Colton Zenner, Lauren Kitten, Kyron Thompson, Sebastian Johnson, Isaac Cruz, Weiler Kramer, and Andrew Bowler. Ladies and gentlemen, your U12 boys. The junior high girls, coached by Brian Miller and Joshua Chase. Caitlin Miller, Elena Curry, Emerson Doherty, Anna Tucker, Zoe Leonard, Myra Chase, Lyle Zadale, Lydia McFadden, Morgan Beasley, Marlena McCrae, Natalie Richter, Audrey Reaver Nelson, Lily Steensland, Michaela Smith, Kinley Payne, and Alea Skavronsky. Ladies and gentlemen, your junior high girls. Now the junior high boys, coached by Matt Kahn and Ben Crouch. Players, Samuel Clark, Micah McPeak, Joshua Walsh, Juan Ramirez,
Thomas Tucker, Owen Neal, Coy Berry, Cale Berry, Carter Bowman, Cole Bowman, Alexander Baltzel, Peyton McFadden, William Cruz, Dawson Lose, Isaiah Crouch, Landon Cyphers, and Carter Pond. Ladies and gentlemen, your junior high boys. The Flame Soccer Club would also like to announce and give some props to the Flames Academy Director Alicia Oliveri. Players, Grayson Oliveri, Uriah Stern, James Moomey, Melissa Moomey, Gia Tress, Ella Stahl, Samuel Rader, Gabriel Rader, Rocket Combs, Cale Barber, Julia McFadden, Kayla Butler, Evan Young, Jocelyn Delaney, Riley McFadden, Noah Cassidy, Brinley McFadden, Avery McFadden, Gabriel Crozier, Lucas Crozier, Henry Hauser, Benny Cruz, Reese LaCroix, Ray Middleton, Ellie Rowland, Caleb Brenneman, Tobin Gilliams, Emerson Gilliams, Hadley Thigpen, Asher Thigpen, Brennan McCready, Riker Wilging, Kiara Wilging, Michael Skoronsky, Cohen Saville, Carter Roberts, Liam Maglet, Brielle Baccio, Russell Steamba, Kaylee McKinney, Scarlett Ward, and finally, Quinn Branham, the greatest daughter or son of the high school Bible coach, Corey Branham. Ladies and gentlemen, your Flames Soccer Club, let's go!
And there goes Michael Skoronsky right to the front of the camera. Like father, like son, just eating it up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll have some stats and analysis from half number one. Get y'all set for the second half. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker-Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes.
Second half just underway here at Comstock Field. Mansfield Christian and Highland deadlocked at 0-0. Though the Flames trying to change that right here. Deep throw into the box, but as he's done the entire game so far, the MVP of the night, Adi Garya, coming up with another stave.
Yeah, that's a big play. Isaac McFadden, I think, just missed, actually, because that's a great throw in. Adi was actually not off his line, rarely. So Isaac McFadden, free header in the box, and just went right over his head, right into the hands of Adi, who, of course, catches it and gets rid of it there. So Adi, he's definitely the top player so far for Highland tonight. Done well to keep the game at 0-0. So many saves, so many things that won't go down at saves, but just making it difficult for Mansfield Christian to score. Kind of a fun little halftime show we got there with, I think, probably 150, 200 kids. We got to meet the future of Mansfield Christian soccer, both boys and girls. They got a good time out there.
Yeah, the kids certainly seem to love it, but not as much as John Mark up here in the booth. Fantastic energy and effort yet again, but he said all worth it for that free slice of pizza that he's going to get at the end of the night, so he thinks.
I checked with the Guinness Records. I think he was pushing it for most names listed in about 5 minutes, so I think he's right there. He's really close to the record. I'm pretty sure I heard someone named Rocket in there, which is my new favorite name for someone.
Yeah.
What a name. There's Everett Martin kind of pressing in the box, see if he can come away with the ball here. Oh, Adi broke his line, but the defender kept the ball and turned it away. Pressure by Everett. Long throw coming for Mansfield Christian.
Just a real quick look at the halftime stats here as we take a look during the heat of competition. Flames clearly, they had possession for a lot longer than their opponent. Were able to put together more clean looks, including another one right here as that one just goes over to the top. So, the Flames had their chances, Jesse. They just weren't able to capitalize, couldn't finish. You got to credit mostly good goalkeeping for that, but you would think if this trend continues where they're getting more and more looks on net, eventually they should put one away.
I would agree to that, too. I think Adi has done a terrific job so far tonight, but if Mansfield Christian keeps getting the looks they're getting, at some point you think they're going to be able to break through. I think one of the things, they do well to put the ball in the box, but they don't really bring the ball down. They're really trying to finish one touch there, and in a game like tonight, when they're receiving the ball, there's not a lot of pressure. They have time to probably bring that ball down, settle a little bit, and get a cleaner touch. Isaac McFadden's done well to make contact, but he's kind of drifting away from the goal or drifting back, and it's hard to go forward there. So you'd like to see him just keep possession, maybe even off the throw. It's a big throw-in. It's a dangerous area. But with no pressure, you almost want to just settle that ball and then just find the open corner.
Flames being patient here, staying on side. Good ball, pushing it forward. Here's Everode.
Boy, I don't know that he was on sides. The referee was not in the right line. He was considerably in front of the play. So if you're looking back, he looks to be on sides. But I thought he was ahead of that last line. But the referees have let him throw. It's going to be a corner or a throw-in for Highland, excuse me.
Jack Chaffee going to have to throw it in from deep in his own territory from basically behind the flag.
He does, but right to Mansfield Christian, who plays it right back to Highland. Kind of been the theme of the night. Not a lot of possession for either team. Mansfield Christian been a little more direct and get some opportunities because of it, but neither team really doing well to kind of keep the ball and make a couple passes to kind of get a better opportunity. That's a good ball in. Good first touch. Everett Martin.
Wow.
Of course he is. Of course Adi's right at place, right time, makes another save. And a quick punt out and puts Highland in, going the other way a little bit. McFadden does well to track back, win the ball.
9th time Mansfield Christian has put a shot on net here tonight, and Adi has handled all of them up to this point.
Yeah, it's interesting. Adi's not made a lot of spectacular saves. He's just made the right play every time. He's breaking off his line. He's been aggressive. He's anticipating well, and just been the right place, right time type of keeper, which is really a lot of what being a keeper is. That's a great save. I don't know how that did not go out, but that's a great save.
Now it's going to trickle into the box, handled by Baker.
Mansfield Christian's going to have some numbers forward. Bit of a low punt that allows Highland to kind of retreat and get back in front of the ball, but they're getting some numbers forward. Highland playing such a high line. Now you can see there is that gap there, and that's where they've kind of failed to put that ball. It's either been into the box or not, or too short, but if they can find that ball in the middle, is really the dangerous area.
Yeah, a lot of numbers moving forward for the kids in red jerseys. Clean tackle, though, kind of saves the day, though. A corner kick is going to be on the way here for the Flames. It's going to be their 5th so far of the contest.
You see Davis Wyszynski making a stride across the field from that left back position. We're going to make all the way up there to take a corner. See if Mansfield Christian's able to kind of connect on the other end. They've connected a couple times, but not really garnered a shot from the long throws or the long corner kicks outside of one. So we'll see what happens here.
The sophomore lines it up, unloads.
Right to McFadden. He does settle it. Still bouncing around. Still bouncing around. That ball is just kind of being kicked into everybody around the end line there. It's going to be another corner kick for Mansfield Christian. Davis is going to get another attempt here. Played this one kind of behind the approach of the players. Let's see if he puts it just right in between the 6 and the PK spot. Is a great place to drop this ball. Let's see what his execution is here. A little behind again.
That one didn't have a ton of trajectory under it either. So it came in kind of hot, but the Flames play a nice ball here out to the wing.
Everett Martin does well to hold it up, put another cross in.
Now Adi's going to scoop it up. So the Scots continue to keep that goose egg up on the board despite Mansfield Christian, setting up camp inside the 18 on several occasions so far here tonight.
It's going to be interesting to see how this referee calls offsides because he rarely is in line with the play. He's playing about 10 yards ahead normally. He's dropped back now, but if you're looking back, it's certainly a different angle than if you're in line with it.
Going to be a Flames throw on the way. Substitutions on both sides. One player each going to check in. And didn't see a whole lot of depth displayed in the opening half, Jesse. It was a rarity to have subs.
Yeah, I think we're about 15 minutes in before we saw our first sub in the first half, and here we're just about 8 minutes in. And there's another big throw by Zerby to McFadden. Adi, you've got to be kidding me. He's going to call a PK, I think, on the keeper for pushing out of the way.
Yeah, Adi certainly is very upset. You see he doesn't like the call, and get another look at it here.
Oh, he's making a play on the ball. He's the keeper. I just don't. Listen, I'm a fan of Mansfield Christian, but that's a light PK.
So an opportunity here for the Flames' leading scorer, Wushinski, to tack on one more to his season totals.
Yeah, Adi's allowed to make a play for the ball there.
And this one is going to go off the post. The Flames, nice hustle, keeping it inbounds there for Neal. And that one will trickle over the end line. One more look here at the PK, Jesse. What do you see?
Yeah, his approach is good. He leans back a little bit, puts a little higher than normal probably. Oftentimes when you're coaching players in these type of games, you want to aim low because the momentum, the adrenaline, you find yourselves hitting that ball a little bit harder than normal in practice. And so sometimes it just, when you put it high, you never know what can happen there. And he does, and does not end well for Mansfield Christian.
Not a good result there either on the goal kick opportunity for the Scots.
Yeah, Highland has played some interesting goal kicks out. They played it short, kind of across the field. It's going to be a free kick out. McFadden kind of just ran through him to try and get the ball. There's a better ball off the free kick. I don't know. The goal kicks, they're playing this short diagonal ball, allows Mansfield Christian to adjust and reset.
Braden Luce with a heavy touch. Rolls out of bounds here on the near side. Throw in coming up for the Scots. See if they can capitalize. So they're going to make a short throw.
Oh, a bit of an undisciplined attack there from Luce. Jumps and turns his back. Not much you can do when you're in the air not facing the ball.
Off the ricochet, looks like the Scots. Well, they have possession at least for a second. And a big touch out of bounds on the far side gives Mansfield Christian the ball right back. Big run and some contact. Official calls the 6th foul of the night against Mansfield Christian.
Max Hubler just a little aggressive to the ball there. His run was right. I think Highland kind of stumbled a little bit, and Max put his hands up and ends up taking him down in the process. That's a good touch. Oh, I thought that was in. Everett Martin had held his line that time.
Martin's done a good job of staying in line with that last offender here in the second half. Just waiting for his opportunity.
Anthony Smith checking in on the left wing out here.
was going to
Big
make
throw.
it.
McFadden flicked. Oh, just wide.
18th shot so far for Mansfield Christian, and you're right. That was a good one.
That's probably the 5th time they've ran that play where it's just a long throw and McFadden flicks it in front of the goal. You've hit the post once. It's been near goal, got a PK. Just everything but the goal so far off that play. Also, if you're Highland, that's probably the 5th time he's been unmarked on that long throw that maybe put somebody on him. I don't know. Good overlap there from Highland.
Yeah, Scott's had numbers moving forward. Looks like Tristan Johnson called for the whistle.
Be careful of here. Yeah, this is going to be another free kick for Highland. We've seen him play a couple dangerous balls in this area here.
Certainly.
They're just outside the 18, a little wide. You know, they've not showed a great heading ability to go forward, but if they can make contact with feet, they're going to play it short. Let's see if he plays it in deep then.
Yeah,
he does. That's a big ball in. It's going to be out of bounds for a goal kick, though. I think the idea was right, run onto that back post, just a little bit heavy of a ball there, sails out of bounds. I think you got to be careful giving Highland these free kicks, though. They're not going to beat you through the run of play too much. I mean, they don't really hold on to the ball that long, but if you keep fouling them, allow to reset, get some numbers forward, and play the ball where they want to, it's got to be careful you don't give up a goal in that setting.
Yeah, it's an excellent point. They've rarely developed offense on their own tonight. When they've had the free kicks, they've done pretty well to at least put the ball into some dangerous positions. Last one didn't quite work out for them, but the more opportunities that they get, more chances they'll have, of course, as Adi comes out to the edge of the 18, as he's done on numerous occasions tonight. One of the more active keepers that you will ever see.
Yeah, he's done a great job so far. I mean, just making the right play consistently, and certainly has had his hands full and consistently reading the game and staying locked in from wherever the ball's in the field. Dangerous play there for Highland. Near goal-scoring opportunity.
Yeah, they had Zane Sheets charging in for the one-timer. Nice setup here from the outside, too, from Dylan Thomas. And just missed on the swing.
Zerby with a bit of a panic shot there. Their build-up was getting good. That's the type of play you need to be able to pull the ball back, keep possession, get a good shot. There's nothing wrong with the shot that he took, but you can get a better shot by just being patient with the ball. Mansfield Christian is so forward right now that they aren't really playing the ball back at all.
Scott's again looking to send some numbers forward. As it's pushed out here to the near wing. Another opportunity for Thomas to do something.
Good touch into the box there.
Now Keller rips it low, but Baker goes down to make the stop.
I thought for a second it slipped under. He did well to just kind of keep it in front of him. I thought it might have slipped under just for a second there. Good punt, though. My word.
Wasn't it?
It's going to go right to Adi unless Martin interferes. That's a great play. That's a great punt, first of all. Everett runs hard onto the ball, and Adi just stays strong there, stays high. Both keepers have done a nice job tonight. It's a big punt out by Baker.
Good looking give and go. The last pass is going to connect.
Good tackle by Zerby. See if we can get a good ball in. Right to Highland. Max Hubler back to Highland as well. Really struggling to kind of make that pass. There's the ball they want.
Scott's doing a nice job at deflecting pretty much everything that's heading towards the box right now.
Good composure by McFadden there. Bad giveaway by Tristan Johnson.
And the Scots now looking to transition, flip the field here, get forward for some offense.
Tristan does well to bring the ball down, but plays it again right back to Highland. They failed to disconnect. You see the space there behind the defenders, in front of the goalie. They've put it into the keeper's hands. They've just not found that space in the middle. Here they're going to get some numbers forward, though. Everett's in the middle. Anthony Smith's there. Of course, Adi is right there, right place, right time. Another great read. That is a big punt out of there. It's going to let Highland get on an attack. Ooh, that did not feel good. Try to flick it one way, hits the other side of the head. That's never good technique there.
Now out of bounds on the far side. A couple substitutions making their way back into the contest. It's going to be a Scots throw-in coming up here in a moment.
So Adi has really impressed me tonight. Just his ability to read the game is really impressive.
He's like a puma out in the jungle, just pouncing on everything, Jesse. Like, he just sees prey everywhere. The ball, when it's getting close to the 18, he comes after it.
Yeah, so far there's been no mistakes. Usually at this level, you can kind of expect one mistake from a read of just, you get caught watching the ball and you don't react. But every time the ball's played and he's reacted, right place, right time. Oh, he delayed his run. I thought he was going to be able to make contact and get on the breakaway there, but
chance here for the Scots. Connecting pass, though, disrupted. So Wyszynski playing the defense. Throw into the box. Headed to the middle, though, by Mansfield Christian. Kind of a dangerous place for it.
Yeah, Mansfield Christian just struggling a little bit defensively. Guys running into each other, trying to clear. Just not a lot of communication defensively.
Well, that's a good-looking ball, though. Here's Landon Curtis from the middle of the field, switching it over to the right wing.
Found that second option. I thought that's very helpful, but let's see, Hubler, a bit of a heavy touch, and allows Highland to put some pressure on right away.
So Baker back on Weston Neal. Going to take a seat for Mansfield Christian. So we are approaching the midway point here of half number 2, and as you can see on our Ohio Eye Associates scoreboard, still nada. No goals up to this point.
Yeah, certainly the quantity of opportunities has favored Mansfield Christian. The quality probably as well, but you got to be able to capitalize at some point. Otherwise, you're going to live to regret this game a little bit if you don't get a goal in soon.
A lot of space in front for Caleb Hunter.
Well, that ball took an unfortunate bounce for Highland right over low. Oh, he's in.
And the shot,
just
though.
High.
Probably a couple of feet high. Great look that time from Zane Sheets. Off, like you said, just a fortunate bounce off of the pass on the cross there. But it worked out. He was able to get a nice touch, set it up for the left foot.
Yeah, it bounced right on his approach, put the ball a little bit higher. Otherwise, that's a clean look and good opportunity. Well, again, a little bit of a miscommunication. You hate to see it because good things can develop. It was 2-on-1, and they both guessed wrong twice and led to a turnover there.
Just the 7th shot of the night so far for Highland. 3 of them on net so far.
A little bit of growing pains there. As when you have young teams, sometimes you see things that you will get better at, but unfortunately results into a negative play there with a turnover. It could have been a 2-on-1 scenario and allowing to space the field a little bit, and goes right at the feet of the Highland defender.
Ball up for grabs here. See who wants to earn possession. Tough play. And it's going to roll out. Highland ball.
It's a good throw into a dangerous area there. Good pressure from Highland, just keeping the ball in front of him.
Off the deflection, it'll be a flame throw-in. And lots more substitutions happening here in the second half versus the first. The Flames, 2 more players swapping out. Jacob Davis trotting back on here for the Scots.
McFadden looking to take the throw-in here. Not sure if he's got a long throw-in or just wants the possession of the ball. He does put in the good dangerous area there.
Scots were able to handle it, though. Looking to press forward. Big ball out in space here for Zane. But met by some defenders, of course.
Oh, Mansfield Christian just a little bit of composure, communication. They can settle that ball, keep possession, and then they're facing the way, getting the attack. But just trying to head the ball out when they didn't need to, trying to clear it. There's time to settle the ball and pick their head up and find the play they want. Just kind of panicking a little bit. Sometimes when you get into a game like this where you kind of expect to win and it stays tied, you haven't scored yet, you start hitting the ball a little bit harder, a little bit more than you need to. So Christian, or the referee with a bit of a quick whistle there, they're going to bring it back. It's going to be a Mansfield Christian free kick, but he had just beat the defender.
Fifth foul of the game is going to go against the Scots here.
Now this is, if you can play the right ball in, you can break that high line a little bit. Their center back still sitting deep anyways. Yeah, it's got to be away from Adi, though. He covers the whole box. He does well to get off his line, corner to corner in that box. He has been aggressive and reading it right, so you really just got to play it almost outside the box. Make him use his feet, bring him out there, see if he can just catch a deflection.
Super instinctive players so far here tonight, and with that, you know, as high as these defensive players play, they need them to come out there.
Yeah, certainly it's by design, but I am really impressed with the reads he's made all night long. That's not easy.
They're going to play it back to him here outside of the 18. Sends it deep down the middle. One out of the air by the Flames.
Bad giveaway by Max there. A little casual on the ball. There's no real pressure on the ball when you receive it off one pass from these guys, so you have time to kind of pick your head up and look and find a new angle. The Mansfield Christian's played pretty one-dimensional so far, where they're just kind of playing the way they're facing, playing pretty direct. You'll be able to change your point of attack a little bit. I think it's going to find some new opportunities.
Sidewinder from Adi. Acrobatic play out of there by Smith to get a foot on it.
Yeah, he kind of jumped for the header and hit it with his foot. That was an interesting play.
Now about a 3-on-3 here. They're going to play it back to the keeper.
That was a bit of a panic ball back. I mean, Adi was coming out to make a play on the ball, and he played it back to him. Adi's quick reaction, though, heads-up play.
Now a chance for the counter here. Bruin for the Scots. Big ball to the outside for Hunter.
Yeah, I've not seen Highland play that type of ball. That's a great ball into space there. Played it back in, but it's going to be, looks like Mansfield Christian a little late to recover there, so it's going to stay a Highland ball.
Here's Dylan Thomas to Hunter. I think that was supposed to be a give and go. Thomas kind of broke off the run.
A dangerous ball into the keeper there. A bit of a panic clearance from Baker. He's going to be offside. Yeah, he knew it. That's a tough play there, but another good punt. Most of the offense has been generated by the keepers punting right now.
Flames quickly converting into the offensive attack.
McFadden has done well to kind of keep possession. He's about the only one who's really working to keep the ball here a little bit.
Off the cross, I think Adi touched that.
I believe you're right. Yep, referee signal for a corner kick. Good early ball in, going to the near post.
We saw Mansfield Christian have some good-looking early success with these corner kicks. The last couple haven't been great.
Yeah, he's played behind a couple times in this corner. They're all running in. He's playing at kind of the spot they're at. Let's see if he can make some adjustments. Obviously, I think you're looking for number 10, McFadden. You want to try and get him in the air. He's made good contact, a couple times. That's a much better ball right to McFadden.
How do they keep hooking up? I don't get it.
That's probably his 7th header in the box.
There's like a sea of bodies out there, Jesse, but it's just like a magnet straight towards number 10's head.
Yeah, well, only McFadden really is the one who's breaking to the ball. I think it's kind of what happened. Highland is kind of watching the ball and then reacting when it's to them, whereas McFadden's kind of anticipating and getting in that right space and able to kind of create something. However, far. Another good ball in the box. Plays it away from Adi, which is the right choice, but it's too far away. Athletic, settle that ball, go one-on-one, keep possession. I know you're looking for a shot on goal there, but I think you can get a better shot by keeping possession of that ball.
This ball's going to be driven in low. There's an opportunity.
Game 2 of you come in on 3-game winning streak. Your opponent has not won a game on the year. You kind of got to overcome some of those thoughts and just be able to settle the ball down and keep possession, get good goal-scoring opportunities. Perhaps none better than that last one, but he took a bit of an early shot. There, Martin played it back a little bit. Rushed ball back into space there. There's the ball they want.
Just a bit unlucky right there.
Really struggling to find that middle space right there. Just either they're hitting the line at the top or it's going right into Adi's hands. But there is probably a 30 to 40-yard gap of space, and I don't know that they put the ball in there one time from the middle of the field yet.
Woshinski with the throw. It's going to go down here into the corner. And the Flames will be set up again with another throw in.
Yep, I mean, we kind of all know what's coming. It's going to be a Zerby throw. It's going to be in the box. McFadden's not making his run into the box yet. He does not, actually.
Just had one target there, and then there's the header. Man, just a bit wide. Even had Everett Martin out there chasing it down. That's about as good a look as the Flames have had tonight.
Yeah, most of their offense is coming from this throw-in right now. I mean, they've got 4 or 5 good looks. It looks like Weston Neal, I think, on the attempt there. Good approach on the ball, good effort. Just, again, not that goal that they're looking for.
They had the keeper out of position. Just could not capitalize.
Everything was right, but that final part of the play.
Scott's taking their time here. Connecting with some feet.
Yeah. Oh, referee. That's... Davis Wyszynski's going to pick up the foul. But number 14 for Highland, Caleb Hunter, with a bit of a cheap shot at the end, just kind of clips his ankles.
And a great sail job right there. Looks like Davis Wyszynski is down, or actually that's Braden. Got a little bit shaken up there on the play.
Yeah, kind of got ran over the back a little bit. I don't think he saw the contact coming, maybe knocked the wind out of him. It's a good ball in by Wyszynski. Let's see if Everett can come away on the other end. Tracked down nicely by Highland again. I tell you what, they've really stepped up their defensive effort, limiting some of the chances that Mansfield Christian had in the first half.
It was Jack Chaffee that time, the senior sweeper, coming over to defense.
Number 5, Alex Mayer. Also subbing from Scott, number 14.
And then, big surprise right now, Jesse, that this game is scoreless at this point. I tell you what, we were talking before we came down here with the crew, and I said expect a lot of goals tonight.
Nailed it.
Look,
we still got 8 minutes left. There's still a chance, I guess.
You're right.
There's the big throw. There's McFadden.
Oh, right there, still up for grabs until Adi comes in.
Right into the hands. Right place, right time. It's a big punt out, too. Braden as well to kind of keep possession of the ball off the clearance there. We've not seen a lot of that from Mansfield Christian. Into the feet of McFadden, who plays a great ball into, I think, Weston Neal. Drawing a lot of contact out there.
Now taken away from Neal. So the Scots are going to get into the transition game. But the pressure, the heat put on by the Flames, it's just going back and forth. Lots of turnover. Shot from distance. Gobbled up by Karya.
Good shot by McFadden. I don't mind that shot at all. There's still room to let the play develop, but you know what Adi's not done a lot of is actually saved shots. He's made great reads on the ball, but he's not had a lot of actual shots saved. It's just been coming out and making reads and being in the right place at the right time. So that's good hands there.
Substitution for Highland checking in. Under 7 minutes to go here at Comstock Field. And short throw is going to be intercepted, played forward by the Flames, looking for Martin. And maybe a break, but Baker made a nice break on it.
Yeah, he's not had a lot to do tonight, but certainly he's been in the right place when called upon. He has been able to punt the ball well. It's going to be a foul, and Weston Neal is on his back there, not letting him turn.
Quickly played by the Scots. We're going to win possession momentarily on the far side. Throwing, though, coming up here for the Flames. They get it in quickly, so it feels like a little bit of urgency from both sides. Feel like they just want to get that game-winning goal.
Everett Martin's going to be on sides here. One-on-one. Adi's making a great break. I think it's going to be deflected away, yeah. Adi, that's a great break. He makes an early break, forces Everett into a decision, and Adi's able to make some contact right at the top of the box there. Off the foot, he went feet first to make the save there. You don't see that a ton from a keeper, but
no, you don't.
He's made the play he needs to make to keep the game scoreless, and that's right place, right time, right play. So far, that's been Adi all night long.
Wyszynski plays it in near post, deflected right back to him, so going to dial it up again.
I don't think that was quite the design play. No doubt they're looking for McFadden with the big ball in. It's going to come back to Wyszynski on the line.
He drives it in near side, and finally a goal finds its way back of the net, and it's delivered by Braden Louse.
The center back. The Strikers have had so many opportunities, and the center back comes up big in the final 6 minutes of the game. Gets the goal they've been so hard to get so far.
Flames goal by number 3 from the mean streets of Knox County, Braden Louse.
It's a great ball in. The second ball by Wyszynski. He does well to keep composure, plays it hard on the ground, catches Highland by surprise, just passing Weston Neal there in the middle, or maybe Everett Martin, couldn't tell, and right at his feet, and he buries it in the back of the net. What a big goal for Braden.
Yeah, Braden Louse becoming the hero here tonight if Mansfield Christian can come away with a victory.
That's good pressure by Weston Neal. He got back there so fast, caught Highland by surprise. And Malin is down here in the middle of the field. I can't tell if he's tying his shoe or cramping up. I can't really see from my angle.
So Flames keeping the pressure on. And the clock will stop now as they'll take a look at the injured player.
Can't tell if he got kicked. He pulled his shin guard off already. I don't know if he got maybe on the side of the shin. I couldn't really tell.
It's the freshman backer, Fickner. Grabbing his right leg, certainly favoring it. And one more look at the goal.
Yeah, it was Weston Neal. I don't know if it was intentional or not. He's definitely late on his approach to the ball, but everybody was unmarked anyway. So I think Highland had stepped up. That's kind of that problem. When you run that high line, if there's confusion on when you get up and only some of the team gets up, you leave some people open, and that appears to be what happened there. Some of the players broke forward and some did not, kept Braden on. I mean, may not score an easier but more important goal so far in the season.
There was about 3 options. Neal definitely had a shot at it. Zerby too, I think, and
Yeah.
it got to the third member there of Mansfield Christian, and someone had to do something with the ball.
Well, it's kind of one of those bang-bang plays where Highland has been stepping out so fast to try and get off sides, but the ball didn't go out high. It just went wide. So Davis just kept the ball in front of him and plays a great ball across the front of the goal. That's the right ball in. And when he can play it to his feet, it's even better.
So Fickner able to walk it off. He's going to head over and see the trainer, and with 4:42 to play, time a big factor here for the Scots if they're going to try to draw this thing back to even.
Mansfield Christian a little late getting set up here. They were getting together and talking for a few minutes, just kind of rallying the troops, but the referee's going to allow them to kind of regain position here.
Drop ball is going to be handled here by Karya. Sends a nice side spinning punt. Pressure by Hunter.
Ooh.
Almost got to Baker. And that one no problem for the keeper. Just the 8th shot of the night.
A quick shot by Josiah there. Getting the ball to his feet and knows a goal is needed, but sometimes you can develop a better shot by just picking your head up a little bit, but good idea.
Another big punt from Adi. One out of the air by Mansfield Christian.
Clever touch in the middle there by Weston.
And a big ball. It's going to make its way all the way down into the box.
Yeah, still playing. I mean, you know Adi's going to be off his line, so I just think you got to play it out of the box, find that gap, find that space. You don't have to beat the defender with a through ball every time. If you can find your strikers in a gap, allows you kind of build out of that. Oh, that's a late play there. Yeah, the referee did catch it there. Braden definitely headed the ball away and took quite a bit of contact after it. We got stepped on in the process. I mean, it looks like he might have been holding his leg, but
yeah, the senior looks a little bit shaken up.
yeah, the player kind of jumped in with his back. Maybe just took the wind out of him a little bit. Can't quite tell based on his motions of what actually is hurting, but definitely took some contact there. He's grabbed his leg, his head, and his stomach. It might be a little bit of everything. Appears to be all right, staying in the game though.
Oh, great header forward. Adi out to the perimeter. And as we said time and time again, he's had to make those plays. Otherwise, Mansfield Christian is going to have some good looks on net. And he's just been all over the place. And a good chance here for Hunter. Brought it back. Fires. Oh, he's going to want that one back, Jesse.
Oh, I thought he was going to shoot it the first time. I don't know if the ball kind of rolled just a little bit farther away from it. It was sitting right in front of his feet there. I thought he had an opportunity for it. Hesitates and allows Braden to cover in front. And then just too much on that second effort.
Wyszynski coming up and applying the pressure that kind of forced him to push that thing just a bit over top. Probably about the best look that the Scots have had so far this evening.
2 minutes left in the match.
And as that whistle and the 8th foul of the match goes against the Scots, more time milking away, under 2 minutes to go.
It's a good ball in by Davis. That's right at the feet of Zerby.
Deflected right back to him.
Oh, uh-oh.
Then another shot.
Yeah, that Highland player, he took a weird landing there in the middle of the field. It might have a bit of a serious injury here. I can't quite tell who it is yet, but he kind of jumped awkwardly and landed awkwardly. You hate to see something like that. With the referees grabbing it, might just be a cramp. If you're a referee, I wouldn't get carried away here unless you know what you're doing. I don't know.
I mean, we all watched ER growing up, Jesse. We've got an idea of what to do in these situations.
It looks like it's more of a cramp than anything else. I was worried it was a knee, the way he kind of landed and grabbed and screamed. I thought might have been a little more serious. Not this isn't a serious injury, but you hate to see some knee injuries just by planning and turning wrong. I was stretching the other leg, so now I'm thoroughly confused, but looks like it might just be some cramps. Then that's okay.
Well, a lot of times you got to pay for the trainer, so you know what? When you get this free workout here, Jesse, go ahead. Hey, you know,
why not get a good stretch?
Not so much my right leg; it's kind of my left leg too. Noticing that he's running out of time here, just $1:29 to go, so
that's kind of a timeout here for the team to settle down.
Now my producer Adam asking me to stretch him out. So unfortunately, I did not stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Adam cannot help. And it looks like the injury timeout is over anyways.
Looks like that's the freshman, number 6, Aiden Bates in there. He was walking off. Okay, so glad to see that. Could have been a variety of things, but it does appear it might have just been some cramps there.
So with the $1:29, Highland just had a chance to talk things over here, Jesse. How aggressive do you expect them to get? What should we expect to see? Maybe Adi coming out of net and dribbling it up?
Yeah, I don't think that's quite their style. I'd expect them just to keep putting that ball deep and see if they can force a turnover off the Mansfield Christian defensive end. You know, it's going to be tough for them to kind of get the ball here, win it, and play it deep again. They've not done well at that so far. It's kind of just they'll win these battles in the middle. And there's Mansfield Christian right away. That's a good touch in the middle.
Oh, yeah, that was a great header, too, to try to set up his teammate in the middle of the field. As the Flames doing a nice job running these 50-50 balls tonight.
Zerby with a good header in. Oh, just bounces right over Weston. Oh, Adi is frustrated. He's telling him to just leave the ball, and he wanted it for the punt. Now it's going to be a Mansfield Christian corner.
But most importantly, just the clock. It's going to be probably another 30 seconds off as they tee this baby up.
Especially when the left back comes up to take the corner kicks. The left back went. Oh, you got to be careful. You get a card for time wasting. You want to talk to the coach real quick. Yep, there it is. The referee signal to stop the clock. I think Davis Wyszynski has taken the corner, but in his approach to take the corner, ran all the way over to his coach, and they've played a short corner. Highland doesn't even realize the game has started.
Yeah, 10 seconds already has come off the clock. Look at Adi out coming to find the pressure. I love it.
Oh, what a catch.
Yeah, picking it off like he's a defensive back. And then a big boom. It's a 3-on-2 here for the Scots. Bit unlucky that the ricochet off the header did not go in their favor from Sheets.
Brian, you caught it. Look who's running in the middle of the field right now. He's got 10 seconds. I don't know if the ball boys. Referee stop the clock again. The ball boys are in the woods.
Yeah, Audie wants that goal, man. Looking for the first of the season. But instead, it's going to be lights out for the Scots.
I think the referee is going to put some time on the clock here. I think he signaled
15 seconds. Okay.
15 seconds back on the clock.
So 3 defenders are staying back right now for Highland.
Why? Why would you have anybody back in this one? You've got the ball. You give another up a goal.
You got your goalie out. You may as well just go all in.
What an arbitrary number to put back. Why 15 seconds? The ball went out of bounds at 10, and he's
just making things exciting
the
here.
keeper's going to take the throw in. We've seen a little bit of everything tonight now.
It's still available and now played to the back line. It's going to be
Good
shot in by the Scots.
Goodness.
Wow.
I think he was offsides, but that was a pretty close opportunity right at the final whistle.
Hunter had a good look at a one-timer had he been able to connect. Instead, it's going to be a Mansfield Christian victory. One more look here at that final play. Oh, man, how close that was to Caleb Hunter blasting that thing right past Baker at the horn.
Definitely offsides. But man, what a close near buzzer beater opportunity there.
Fun match ending with Mansfield Christian victorious for the 4th consecutive time. They win here tonight 1-0 in a match that, man, we saw some interesting play that I have not yet seen so far this season. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll have some final stats for you guys, break down tonight's match, and also get you an interview with our player of the game. Jesse and I will discuss. Also, drop me a comment. Let me know who you think should be worthy of our MVP interview. That's all on the way right after this.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker-Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to this song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
We are now back with our co-MVPs of the night presented by Mechanics Bank, and our first, Braden Lose with the game-winning goal tonight. First, let's talk about that, man. Tell me about the setup. It came across, looked like a couple of different guys had a shot at it. You were the last one to put it in. Take us through that big goal.
Yeah, I mean, Davis just played a beautiful ball straight from the corner. It went across the face of the goal, and luckily I was there in the right spot, and I just tapped it in the back of the net.
Talk to me about offense tonight. Their keeper was unusually active. He played just about every single inch of that 18. What was it like going up against a guy like Audie and what he was able to do?
Oh, Audie played incredible tonight. He was all over the place. We didn't know about that really going in, but as soon as we saw him, we would have to game plan for that. We just tried to play balls to the corner instead of balls over top and hope we could play him in from there.
What did you think of your team's execution tonight?
We definitely have some stuff to work on. Got to keep going, but it was a good win for our team.
Yeah, you talk about just kind of the mindset of where you guys at. 4-game winning streak. Obviously, you're playing some good soccer. You're getting the results you need to get right now. Where are you guys at as a team? What are you looking to improve on, and kind of what's next for you guys?
I'd say we're going to come back to practice, work on a lot of possession in the middle. That's a key thing for us. We want to work on finishing too, because we have a whole bunch of conference games coming up. So we're hoping to finish those and hopefully win conference.
Absolutely, and I think the next one is Central Christian, if I'm not mistaken, who I think has had your number for a couple years now. How important is that game to you guys?
It's going to be a big game. That's the one that we're calling the conference championship. We're preparing for anything right there.
Absolutely. All right, thank you so much. One of our co-MVPs, Braden Luse, the senior. If you'll go ahead and pass it on to our other MVP of the night, Isaac McFadden, just a sophomore, but you were a dynamic playmaker for your team tonight. Tell me about your role on the team, and what do you think you bring to the table for Mansfield Christian Soccer this year?
Yeah, my role as one of the captains and one of the players on the team is to be encouraging and always, play soccer out there. Try to keep possession and win some games. Just your second year at the varsity level, how do you think you were able to earn the respect of your teammates and your coaches to get that captain status? Working hard at practice and showing up to games and being there for all the players.
Yeah. Obviously, you and I, we've trained together a little bit. We've played together a little bit. For you, as you look at this game, kind of thinking through stuff, what's an area of improvement that you think we're going to focus on this and we're going to be better at this? The next time we practice, we're going to be better at this because of this.
Yeah. So in games, when we're not 100% with some of the things, we talk to coach. He tells us what we need to work on. We work on that in practice. A lot of it for me is keeping short steps and improving on my quickness.
Yeah. So overall, obviously, your team with a kind of a gritty performance tonight. Probably not your best looking effort, but you got the goal that needed to get things done. What was your mindset? 15 minutes left in the game, 0-0. They've had a couple chances. I think there was an injury somewhere on the field. You kind of brought the guys together. What was the huddle? What were you guys saying in the huddle?
Yeah, we were encouraging everyone. We were getting them ready for the next 15 minutes. We were saying, next 5, we were getting another one, right? We're going to have possession. We're not going to let them get it past half field. We're going to get another goal on them.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff tonight. I think you guys, you certainly shown glimpses of some good stuff out there tonight. Defensively, I think you're able to get a shutout, which is always good. Limited their opportunities. For you, kind of in that center defender role or center defensive mid role, what is your role for the team with the ball? What are you looking to do?
Possess it, play it back, keep possession a lot. Looking for the corner pass, not to the keeper at all, no vertical. So keep possession usually. That's what we're going for.
Yeah. Have you guys played a team that plays a high line with an offside trap yet?
Yeah, that was tonight.
Oh yeah, tonight obviously. Yeah, no, I saw that one. But what's the key to it? Talk me through it. When you're playing a team like this, now you spend 80 minutes working through it. What's the key to not being offsides every time? What do you guys need to do?
Stay behind their line of defense.
Yeah.
Well put, man. We'll end it right there. One of our co-MVPs, Isaac McFadden, along with Braden Luse. Nice performance here, getting the victory for Mansfield Christian, all presented by Mechanics Bank. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us, and we'll take one more time out. We'll be right back. Final stats. Wrap things up here from Comstock Field.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. If you car dance to this song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker-Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Welcome you back to Comstock Field here at the lovely campus of Mansfield Christian, and the Flames continue their win streak tonight. Their fourth in a row. They knock off Highland 1-0 in a kind of an unusual match. Jesse, I've seen some things tonight that I have not seen a ton of so far this season, including that high press and the way that the keeper played for the Scots. As we'll go ahead and dive into the final stats of the night. Mansfield Christian really had the run of play tonight. But at the end of the game, the keeper for Highland was probably the most impressive that we saw, man. He was everywhere. I have not seen a kid quite cover as much ground as he's covered tonight.
Undoubtedly. I mean, his decision-making, his reading off the ball really allowed his team to stay in the game. I mean, he just, like we said during the game, he didn't make a lot of great saves in terms of stopping shots. He made a lot of great plays in terms of not letting plays develop, coming out, getting breakaways, not letting Mansfield Christian get into the box with the ball. Just a very aggressive style that usually when you see at this level, there's bound to be a mistake at some point. And he played, I'll say, a perfect game because the goal was really not on him. It was more of his defensive marking up in front of him.
Sure.
And he did everything he was asked to do and then some. And the goal that they scored was just, he was sitting on his line and his defenders left him to guard three guys in front of him. And that's kind of impossible there. I loved what he did. I thought what he did to the game, what he brought to the game, it was fun. He was energetic. His positioning, his reads, everything was right place, right time, all night long. Really impressive stuff.
Yeah, tough to see how this team is giving up 7 goals per contest with Addy in between the pipes like he played tonight. Big shout out to Kari and the senior for what he did. But, the storyline tonight is going to read Mansfield Christian. They had lots of different attempts, 16 shots on target by my count tonight, Jesse. So the offense, they were getting things done. They were generating opportunities, but you got to catch those in or it doesn't really matter. So that would probably be the problem for them. Young guys trying to get involved offensively that were just missing. I mean, it felt like they were close on a lot of opportunities and just, a couple of fractions of inches. They say that about every sport. It's a game of inches. They were just a little bit off tonight.
Yeah, well, and we talked about at the beginning, with Mansfield Christian being young and not having a prolific goal scorer, somebody's got to score goals. It's got to come from somewhere. And so when your leading scorer is your outside back, it's kind of a novel idea, but it's probably not great.
Sure.
If you're not generating offense through the run of the play and able to finish those opportunities. So I think a good learning opportunity. You talked about the quality of chances they were getting. I think there's 2 key things that stick out to me. One, that's 8 offside. So that's 8 times you could have been in on a breakaway, or at least in the attacking third with the ball, and it was brought back because you just went forward. The other thing is they didn't really adjust to that. Mansfield Christian failed to kind of play the ball into that gap, that 30-yard gap from midfield to right before the 18, because if you played into the 18, Adi was going to get it, and they just could not find that space in between there to really kind of attack from that area.
So it was a bit of an unusual match in that regard, but it is in the books as there's Mike LaCroix shutting things down out here at Mansfield Christian. So we'll go ahead and shut it down as well for the final time. Final score, Mansfield Christian Flames 1, visiting Highland Fighting Scots nada. I'd like to thank our amazing crew for bringing you guys
the live and free action tonight, including my 2 camera operators. Up top, we had Garrett Parlett, and then down on the field, Storm Blunchley, getting you those nice uptight shots. Up here in the booth, Adam Thompson, our fabulous producer, makes all the graphics and just overall makes the things function around here. My name is Brian Skronsky for Jesse Ryder. Thanking you guys one more time, but for now, for tonight, we're out of here.